today is finally the day. We've been here for 3.5 months now, just doing like repairs and repairs and repairs.
Again and again and again.
And finally we are going back on the reef, able to enjoy our time here, maybe go in the water.
And we should be sailing.
Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? I could be the best thing in your life. Baby, let's take a drive, take a drive.
Jan's ankle is feeling a tiny bit better, so right now we're gonna try to put the head sail back up, and in order to do that I need to hoist him up the mast so that I can put the halyard back up. So let's start with the halyard. Encore loin? T'es prêt?
Go!
Damn it, it feels like we can never catch a break. So now we seem to have an issue with the windlass. Works at the beginning, then when the weight is a bit too heavy, meaning when it has to pull the actual anchor and not just on the chain, it doesn't do its job. So we had to pull it up manually. It's quite concerning because windlass are crazy expensive. So this is what we have decided. We're gonna go to the reef, try to get a mooring buoy. If we can't, then we'll have to do an overnight and get back to the coast.
Could really use 4 days of break.
Yeah, just those 4 days, and then on Monday we get back to the coast and we handle this issue. But please give us 4 days, just 4 days, please.
These skies have a different light, why noise it keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize and replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days and I'm calling.
Well, So much for the sailing, I guess. It's not enough wind for us to completely sail, so we are motor sailing. Just a little bit more wind would have been much appreciated. Thank you. Eventually the wind picked up a bit, and with 10 to 12 knots, we can have decent speed.
To say, I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you.
Look at this happy face.
We are sailing. No engines.
And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace. This time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe? 'Cause it's been hard. You know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home.
We made it. We are on the reef. The sail was actually quite nice. There was like 10 to 12 knots of winds, which is enough for us to sail. So yeah, we've made it. It is pretty nice. I'm very glad.
Oh, and we have the place to ourselves, so we're gonna have a good time.
Let's go.
Let's go! First dive of the season, of the year, of the decade, actually.
Finally.
We're just gonna get the dinghy out, explore for a little bit, test a bit of our equipment, test our lungs,
Yeah.
our post-COVID lungs.
We'll see about that.
And yeah, and just relax and enjoy.
Do our cars a start? Can I get a reaction, please? 'Cause your satisfaction, please. Where all the action is. Your eyes so blue. Don't know what to do. It's like I can see the ocean. Ocean. Can you feel the ocean? I can feel the ocean breathe. I can feel the ocean. Can you feel the ocean? Do you feel the ocean? Breathe, breathe, breathe.
The snorkel was interesting, but I mean, it's not the best reef that we've done. It's nice. It was nice to start back. There's another reef, and we're gonna try to go there. I remember it to be a little bit nicer. We're gonna go there, try to get a buoy, and that gets us further north, because that's the plan after that, is to go north. So there's not really any wind today, so we're probably gonna have to motor our way through, but that's okay.
These skies have different light. Why noise it keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you.
So as you can see, the weather isn't the best. It's very cloudy. I mean, it's not too big of an issue. It's just that for this reef, we have to get into the reef. It's quite difficult to see the Burmese very well. It's a bit of a concern having that many clouds, but we'll see. I mean, we're on our way now. There's no coming back. Okay, good news. We found the mooring buoys. There's 2 of them, but there's another boat on the second one, which is the one that we've taken before when we got here. So yeah, it's good because this time we're going to be able to explore that side of the reef, which we've never been to, see what it looks like. We didn't do much for the rest of the afternoon, just enjoy the quiet of the reef.
really peaceful. It's good to have those moments after all the stress and everything, enjoying it. Nice evening, nice sunset, no wind, no waves, perfect.
I just didn't know what to do during the night. Boy. Oh.
Looking good, babe.
Seriously. Okay, it's back in front.
So now it's floating there.
Now, what do we do?
The sea is so flat. Like there's zero wind. And now it's gonna bump into the other hull.
Even better.
Just where we sleep.
Alright, let's put a bridle. We ended up running a line through the buoy to block it in the middle of the boat. Morning everyone. Today we're gonna go snorkel this reef. We've never been to this side of this reef, so that's gonna be a bit of a discovery, which is nice. We're probably gonna stay there tomorrow as well and get back to the coast on Monday. So let's have breakfast and then let's go in the water.
Am I in your mind? Do I occupy all your time? I see you too. Don't know what to do. It's like I can see the ocean. Ocean, can you feel the ocean? I can feel the ocean breathe.
Morning everyone. So another day, another change of plans. Yesterday we listened to the weather forecast on the radio. They are planning for thunderstorms tomorrow, which is when we wanted to leave. So we're gonna leave today instead. And today is supposed to be a really nice day for a good sail because the wind is supposed to be between 10 and 15 knots and it's supposed to be easterly. So hopefully we're gonna be able to put on the spinnaker. So we have a plan A, B, C and D. So plan A is to go to Dunk Island. It's 68 miles away, so we need to leave now and there's no insurance that we can make it on time. Plan B is we stop a bit before, which is Hitchincook Island. I think we're gonna aim for one of these two and see which one we reach. Plan C would have been to go to Orpheus Island, which is really east from our position. I don't think we're gonna aim for that unless we see there is really not enough wind and we're not getting enough speed, then maybe we'll go there. And then plan D is that we do an overnight sail. So yeah, we'll see which one we go for.
These skies have a different light. Why noise that keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard. You know I wanted to stay close off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you.
managed to get that big sail up. Yeah, we are sailing, not fast because there's only 7 knots of wind, which is not a lot, but we are moving with 7 knots, which is kind of amazing.
Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe? 'Cause it's been hard, you know I wanted to stay.
Sounds like the predictions were a bit wrong. There's not 10 to 15 knots of wind, at least not right now. Maybe there will be later in the day. I think Dunk Island is going to be pretty difficult to reach. We have a threshold where we end the passage between the two reefs. If we haven't reached that point before midday, then we know that we're not going to reach Dunk Island. So let's see how we go.
Coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's not all with you, but I'm coming home.
Past midday and we've reached the point that we needed to reach before midday, so let's be honest, we're not going to make it to Dunk Island, and it's also going to be very difficult to make it to Hitchinbrook like the first anchorage that we saw. So we decided for another anchorage in Hitchinbrook Island. It's being said to be a bit rocky and there's a bit of swell, so it's not the most comfortable. If we end up being there earlier than we think, then we might continue to the second anchorage in Hitchinbrook Island, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, that's what sailing is all about. You plan and then you change your plans because the wind didn't show up or something didn't work as you expected it to. I think this is the end of the sailing portion. Damn it. We still have 10 miles to go. This is where we are aiming.
We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring. Make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause the cold air is calling and my head's recalling the moment that I was convinced. We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring. Make up for months that we've missed.
Oh guys, what a long day. There hasn't been much wind, so progress has been very difficult. We ended up, I think we've been running the engines for 2 hours now, so we've been motor sailing for a while and now we are just motoring because the closer you get to the coast, the less wind there is, and right now there's really not enough for us to do anything. It's really tricky because we're arriving in this rocky anchorage. Thank God it's not a good anchorage, so there's nobody there, but we are arriving by night.
I'm coming home.